Welcome to episode 2 of Proud to be a Baby Boomer, brought to you by WTV. I'm your host, Edd Schultz, and today we're talking about boomer moms. That's right. Think about it for just a moment. You and I are baby boomers. The reason that we are, and the reason that we're here, is because of our moms, because of our mothers. They weren't baby boomers themselves, but they were the ones who gave birth to all of us baby boomers. Now, what we'd like to do is to begin by examining some of the images that we were exposed to as children, as far as mothers were concerned. Not our own mothers, but the mothers that we saw on TV. Now, I'd like to begin with a very classic TV show about mothers. In fact, it was called Mama, or I Remember Mama. It was brought to you by Maxwell House Coffee on CBS-TV from 1949 to 1957. Let's take a look at Mama.
Maxwell House Coffee presents Mama, starring Peggy Wood.
I remember this album on our parlor table at home. I remember the old pictures from Norway that Mama and Papa brought with them when they came to this country, the uncles and the aunts and the cousins I had there. And I remember my family. I remember my sister Dagmar, and my brother Nell, and of course Papa. But most of all, when I look through this album, most of all, I remember Mama.
Yes, here's Mama, brought to you by Maxwell House Coffee, the richer, mellower blend. Already a favorite in Mama's time, today more people buy and enjoy Maxwell House than any other brand at any price. Today, as always, this sign of good coffee means Maxwell House. The coffee that's always good to the last drop.
Well, we see if you are boiling over yet.
Oh, it's nothing to joke about, Mama. I feel awful.
Always when you have a spelling test, you feel awful.
But this has nothing to do with the test, Mama.
Yeah.
I just don't feel well.
Well, you have no fever.
Oh, Mama, that can't reach far down enough to show how bad I feel.
Oh, stomachache.
Awful.
Eh, we will have to try castor oil.
Oh, no.
That is the best for stomachache.
Well, this isn't a regular kind of a stomachache, Mama. It kind of moves all around.
From 1950 to 1955, on the Stu Erwin Show, also known as Trouble with Father, June Erwin was our mother image.
Mother.
Yes, Joyce.
When is ovulation permissible?
Well, what do you mean, dear?
From 1952 to 1966, ABC-TV brought us Harriet Nelson.
Here is Ozzie, who plays the part of Ozzie Nelson. And, of course, his lovely wife, Harriet, as Harriet Nelson.
From 1953 to 1965, first ABC-TV and then CBS-TV brought us Make Room for Daddy. The mother figure there for the first 3 seasons was played by Jean Hagen, but because of some dissatisfaction she had with her role, they had her character die. An historic moment for situation comedy on TV. She was followed then by Marjorie Lord.
Danny Thomas. And Jean Hagen as his wife. And Sherry Jackson and Wesley Hamer as their children.
Oh, Louise, doesn't that look beautiful?
Oh, it surely does.
Mommy.
Not now, dear. We're busy.
Mother, can't I have it just a little bit longer? It will make me look older. Want to taste my lollipop?
Later, dear.
3 days. 3 days they've been rehearsing and not one word from me. You'd think at least they'd call me and ask me to do the Sonny Boy number with Rusty.
Oh, honestly, Daddy, two big stars like you and Jack Benny fighting to MC a show for a bunch of kids.
Another iconic family was brought to us by CBS-TV from 1954 to 1960, Father Knows Best, with Jane Wyatt as Mom.
Robert Young and Jane White, with Eleanor Donahue, Billy Gray, and Lauren Chapin in Father Knows Best.
Beginning in 1954, Jan Clayton played Ellen Miller on The Lassie Show, our icon of motherhood then.
Starring Tommy Rettig as Jeff Miller, Jan Clayton as his mother, Ellen.
And then from 1957 to 1963 on NBC-TV, we had the Beaver's mom, played by Barbara Billingsley.
Beaver left his cap over at the Globe Theater. It's funny.
Oh, great, Dad.
Yeah, oh, great, Dad.
Let's see now,
What happened?
The final mom in our series today is Donna Reed from The Donna Reed Show from 1958 to 1968 on ABC-TV. Not only did I like Donna Reed as a mother, but I could also identify with the family because there was a younger brother, like myself, and an older sister, like my sister. And then there was my boomer mom, Lee Schultz. She was born and raised in Quincy, Massachusetts. While at Quincy High School, she met and eventually married my father, Edd Schultz. Not long after they married, my father joined the Army and went off to fight in World War II, including the Battle of the Bulge. After the war, they bought a house at 5 Pleasant View Avenue in East Braintree, Massachusetts. It was there that he set up Eddie's Sign Shop. My sister Donna was born in 1945, and I was born in 1948. We lived at number 5 until around 1953, when my parents bought the vacant lot next door at 15 Pleasant View Ave, paying $15,000 to have the house built. While we were in elementary school, my mother was a housewife and homemaker. I vividly remember her ironing and ironing and ironing.
Can she last this round?
Yes, she's been going round and round that full skirt trying to iron it smooth. It's just got to be right for the party.
She ironed everything. Socks, handkerchiefs, underwear, towels. If it was washed, it was ironed.
Yes, she's been going round and round that. Yes, she's been going round and round that.
Around 1960, Mom went back to work, this time for Dunkin' Donuts, but not in a store. No, she worked for the Home Office as secretary, then executive assistant to William and Robert Rosenberg, president and vice president of Dunkin' Donuts of America. She was even offered a vice presidency herself, but she turned it down because she felt that as a woman, she could be more effective as an executive assistant. It was because of her connections that I got my first job at the New York World's Fair in the summer of 1964. I worked as a busboy at the Montana Pavilion, selling A&W root beer all summer.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
Didn't.
Did.
And the following year, I worked at Howdy Beef Burger on the Southern Artery in Quincy, Massachusetts.
Rumors, lies, fairy tales?
When my parents retired, they moved to Florida, where my mother lived to the ripe old age of...
Shut up!
One closing thought about boomer moms. They always looked good. They always dressed nicely. They had pride in their appearance.
But most of all, when I look through this album, most of all, I remember Mama.